Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this particular video, I'm going to cover the topic of worded problems with quadratics. Now, I've done a question like this already, but now I'm going to do one that is a little more complicated. Let us move on to the question. This is it here. So, if you have a read, you'll see that they're speaking about a piece of wire that is 28 centimeters in length. It cuts it into two parts. One is for this rectangle and the other is for this square. What they say though for the rectangle is that the width is x centimeters. So say this is the width, I'll call here x and here will be x. So that covers this line. The length of the rectangle is 3 times its width. So here will have to obviously be 3 by x. And here will also be 3x. Part A, part 1 says write down an expression in terms of x for the length of the rectangle. So A, part 1 will be length will be 3x. Now an expression cannot have an equal sign, so this would be my answer. That's it for this part. The second part, part 2, it says find and simplify an expression in terms of x for the length of the side of the square. Now this one is a little more complicated. Remember they spoke about this long piece of wire that was 28 centimeters in length. This piece of wire was cut into two pieces to make this rectangle here and this square. Now, I have all my measurements for my rectangle, so I could do this. Rectangle total perimeter will be 3x plus 3x plus x plus x. This adds up to be 8x. Now, the total length of the wire is 28. For my square now, I don't know what my square is, but whatever it is, say it is A here, it will be A. So this will be A plus A plus A, 4A. So the total length of these two must be 28. So I can say 28 centimeters is equal to the rectangle plus the square. So this means the 28 will be equal to 8x plus 4a. That's the perimeter for the rectangle and the perimeter for the square. Now if I want to find one side, because they said for the length of a side of the square, I need to solve for a. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send over everything on this side. And lastly, I'm going to send over the 4. So I'll just come over here. 28 minus 8x all over 4 is equal to a. Now this could be simplified. This simply means a is 28 over 4 minus 8x over 4, which is the same as 7 minus 2x. So this, everybody, is the length of one side of the square. Right? I hope that you understand this piece as well. Now let us move on to the other piece, part B. Now part B. Part B says that it's given that the area of the rectangle is equal to the area of the square. Form an equation to prove this. Now we'll deal with this part later on, but let's deal with this first part. The area of the rectangle, that's pretty easy to understand, is equal to the area of the square. The area of any rectangle is length by width. The area of any square is side by side. The area of our rectangle here will be 3x by x. The area of our square here will be 7 minus 2x for here by 7 minus 2x for here, because all these sides are now 7 minus 2x. So I'll say 7 minus 2x by 7 minus 2x, or I could simply put 7 minus 2x squared. Now I could simplify this. I could work out this side, work out that side, and then I could see if I get this line. So let's do that now. This would be 3x squared, and this one will be 49 minus 28x plus 4x squared. Right, nice. Now I will bring over this on the side, so I get 0 is equal to 49 minus 28x plus 4x squared minus 3x squared. So I'll get 0 is equal to x squared minus 28x plus 49, which actually looks like that. So that means I have proven my first part. So then I say hence proven. And now I move on to the other part, which says to solve. Part B, part 2. It says solve x squared plus minus 2x plus 49 equal to 0. Now they said to solve and they said to give the answer as 3 significant figures. So that simply means that more than likely this equation here cannot be factorized. So I'll just go with completely squared. So I'll begin. So this is just the norm. Nothing different I'm doing here. No, just right, so send this over here now. I'll get x minus 14 squared is equal to 147 because I'm solving. So this was the completely square answer here, right? Here was the completely square, right? So now to solve, I send this over. I send everything over and I want to leave x. So I'll get x minus 14 is equal to the square root of 147. Now 147 will give us a pretty large number, 12.1243565. Now this would be positive and negative because the square root of 147 will have both a positive and a negative answer. So taking the positive first, I'll go 12.1243565 plus 14, and then my other answer will be minus 12.1243565, same as well again, plus 14. Right, so these two parts work out to be this plus 14, so that'll be 26.1243565, and this one will be, sorry, right, 1.875644347. Now, I did not get any negative numbers for my answers. I got both of them to be positive. However, because of the start of the sum, they said the total length of the wire is 28. It's kind of hardly likely that one side of my rectangle is 26. So I will kind of not bother with this answer here, the 26, right? And I will take this answer. So then I'll say, then x is equal to 1.88, the three significant figures, right? Centimeters, right? So this, everybody, will be my answer for this part. Now the next part says, which solution represents the width of the rectangle? I just kind of covered that. I said I would not take this answer here. I will take this one, all because of what they gave us as the length here. Had they not said something like that, then I would have considered the 2, and I probably wouldn't have a favorable side, right? So this answers this piece here as well. Now, lastly, let's move on to calculating the area of the square. So in B part 4, it asks for the area of a square. The area of any square will actually be side by side. The area of our square will be 7 minus 2x by 7 minus 2x, which is same as 7 minus 2x squared. When x is 1.88, I'll substitute here. 7 minus 2 by 1.88 all squared works out to be 7 minus 3.76 all squared. 7 minus 3.76 is 3.24, and 3.24 all squared is actually 10.4976. Now they didn't say to round, so I'll just leave the whole answer as that. So that, everybody, is the last piece. So yes, it was a long question, many parts, and some parts relied on the previous parts. However, it is very doable. I hope after watching this video that you think that these types of questions are a little easier, and if not, please feel free to have a look again and again to make sure that you understand. And drop me a comment if anything. Thanks guys for tuning in.